Good morning everyone and welcome to another California vlog. We are here in Anaheim for day 2 of our little Disney trip. We've got 4 days in total in the California parks. Today we have reservations at the Disneyland park. So the one that you imagine when you think of Disney, the one with the castle, the original Disney park. It's the one that started it all. That's where we're headed to today, so we're very excited. We are both big fans of Disneyland, Disney World in Florida. This is our first time coming over to California. Yesterday we visited Disney's California Adventure. We had a great day over there. We ended the day watching the World of Color, which is a new show. Like, there's nothing like that over in Walt Disney World, so it was a brand new concept for us. All the fountains and things, it was absolutely amazing. So yes, we've been having a fabulous time in California so far. We're coming towards the end of our trip now. Just a few days left and we are spending the majority of that in Disney. We did have other plans booked for today, but they've been changed until tomorrow, so I won't tell you what it is. You'll have to wait for the vlog to go up. But yes, we had some quite fun and exciting plans that was meant to happen this morning. Instead, it's happening tomorrow evening. So yeah, come along, join us, give us a like if you've been following our adventures. This is our first time vlogging anything, and we've kind of gone all in with our trip to California. So if you've been enjoying, give us a like. You can subscribe if you want to carry on following our adventures. But for now, come along with us to Disneyland, California. So we've parked up in what I imagined the parking to be like yesterday. I think we took a wrong turn on the sat-nav yesterday and ended up in like their overflow car park. It wasn't so bad. They did have efficient shuttles running to and from the gates. And when we left at like 11:40 last night, we got back to the car at 11:50-ish. And we were back home by 11:20. So that overflow car park was efficient. It just didn't feel like we were in the right place yesterday. Obviously they still took the $30. It had the Disney sort of Donald 5, or I think it was Woody, whatever it was. But I think it was the overflow car park, because now we can see all of the park. We're just on some escalators down. Dean's ran back to get his phone. But I think we're in the main parking this time today, so hopefully no need for a shuttle bus at all, which will be good. Did you have to wear that god-awful shirt? Yeah. Really?
Nice colour.
If you say so. Oh, see, now they've got the trams, the parking trams that we'd be familiar with, rather than a shuttle bus. But you know what that means, don't you?
What?
We have to go through the security at the main gates.
Shouldn't be too bad at this time.
No, we are coming in a bit later, aren't we? So you guys can help us remember, we are in the Mickey and Friends parking. We are in Mini something. I did take a video, so we'll remember. So we are entering a little bit later today. It is 11:20. Disneyland is open until midnight, so we could do a 12-hour day if we have the energy. This morning we were not getting up at 6 to be here for 8, because we did a 15-hour Disney day yesterday. Personal best for Dean and I. No breaks. We didn't go. It's not very convenient for us to just nick out. Definitely not where we parked yesterday anyway. So we did 15 hours in Disney's California Adventure without leaving yesterday. So this morning a lie-in was necessary. So yeah, coming in a bit later, 11:20. There's still plenty of people that are only just entering, probably with the same idea as us. Come in later, stay later. The little ones will probably leave after the fireworks at 9. park will probably quieten down, so hopefully that'll be a good plan. Although it is a ticketed event over at Disney's California Adventure today. I'm not sure what that event is, we should probably Google and find out. But it's closing at 9 and then ticketed event until 2 AM. So I think anyone with Park Hopper will park hop across to Disneyland. We don't have Park Hopper, we just have 1 park per day passes, 2 days in each park. So yeah, it might pick up once DCA closes for that ticketed event. Might get quite busy over in Disneyland, unfortunately. But yeah, it'd be interesting to know what that event is, because it was Memorial Day yesterday, so I don't know what the event is.
We hope you have a happy and memorable visit to the Disneyland Resort.
Please remain seated with the doors closed until the train comes to a full and complete stop.
Oh, Donald! Can we meet Donald, please? Just tried to meet Donald there. We keep getting unlucky with this, don't we? Mickey, every time we go to join the queue to meet a character, they're always like, oh, sorry, Mickey needs to go feed Pluto, or Donald needs to go do a performance. So keep getting unlucky, but we're about to walk down Main Street USA, the original one. And I've just had my first look at the castle, the Sleeping Beauty castle, not the Cinderella castle. It is nowhere near as big as Cinderella. You got your binoculars there, Dean, to try and see it? It's still gorgeous, it's just not as big. Is the only thing missing. I'll turn you around now. Again, one thing I am noticing, this is a fully reserved park. No reservations left to come in here today. And look how much space we've got walking down Main Street. I think California must have some stricter COVID restrictions still, where their capacity is not, this is not their full capacity. It's just that it currently is their full capacity. There she is. So if you're not paying $12 for a pretty snack and a blue slushie, you're not doing Disney right, in my opinion. I forgot to film this before I'd eaten any of it, but it was all pretty with a little mini bow on the top, and it's actually really, really delicious. This isn't the best blue raspberry slush I've ever had, but this is delicious.
Like, we're done and you're staying there.
So there she is, Disneyland Castle, themed after Sleeping Beauty rather than Cinderella. She is gorgeous, she's just small. Now this is my problem with the paint job that they gave the Cinderella Castle over in Disney World, is that it's too similar to this, do you not think?
Which?
The new paint job over at Disney World, it's the same colour scheme as that. So we have done Genie Plus again today, and our first ride of the day is going to be the Matterhorn. I won that again, there isn't one over in Walt Disney World. Completely unique ride to this park. Oh, Alice in Wonderland is meeting up here.
Stop. You're gonna get good stuff.
Well, Dean, your thoughts on the Matterhorn?
Mad. Like a mad wild mouse on steroids.
No, you can tell that that is the that has given birth basically to Expedition Everest.
Yeah.
With like the Yeti thing chasing you, you can tell that they took inspiration when they built Expedition Everest. Obviously, it is a much older ride than Expedition Everest. Is it an original day one? No, I don't know. It's very old though. It's kind of like if you took Expedition Everest and combined it with Space Mountain in Walt Disney World with this single row bobsled thing. That's the Matterhorn. A combination of the two. Really good fun. I think I laughed the whole way round. It's very jolty, rickety. Just, it's not a thrill ride, I would say. It's just good family fun, no? Yeah, we enjoyed it. It was nice and long as well, actually. So Dean just turned to me, we've got a lightning lane for Hyperspace Mountain booked. Dean just turned to me and said, whilst we're waiting for that, do you want to go and wait 10 minutes for It's a Small World? You didn't have to ask me twice. I love this ride. It's like Marmite, you love it or you hate it, but when I was a tiny little dot going to Disneyland Paris, this was my favourite ride. So it has a special place in my heart.
Welcome to It's a Small World. For your safety, I need seated throughout the voyage.
So, we enjoyed our ride on It's a Small World, didn't we? It's longer than the one in Disney World, which Team wasn't expecting. It was good. I think it's more detailed. It's got Disney princesses in amongst all the dancing dolls and stuff. I enjoyed it. And now we're heading towards, as you can see, Tomorrowland. We have a lightning lane for Hyperspace Mountain. So that is where we are headed. So we're in the queue for Hyperspace Mountain. This is going to feel a bit different because we're used to the one where it's like a bobsleigh, where it's single, one person per row. This one we're going to get to sit next to each other. So that'll be fun. So yeah, Space Mountain in Disney World is one of my all-time favourites. This has had a Star Wars layover, so it's a Hyperspace Mountain. So we'll let you know what we think. Hyperspace Mountain.
It's a lot better than your land.
Or Hyperspace Mountain, I should say. The queue line, I won't lie, I was this close to walking out of it. We did have Lightning Lane. We were in the Lightning Lane queue. Obviously, there is still about a 10-minute wait usually in the Lightning Lane, as opposed to an 85-minute wait in the normal queue. But the queue where they had us waiting, it was one of those very stop-start queues. So a big chunk of people will be allowed through the gate, then they'll close the gate. Then like sort of that sort of queuing system. There was no light, there was no air. It was hot, noisy. There was a smell of sweat from someone around us, and I was starting to feel quite claustrophobic. It was quite a narrow corridor that we were in. I did not enjoy it. I was this close to leaving because I don't like being in small enclosed spaces, and there was no aircon. It was very hot and I felt like I wasn't getting any air. But we persevered and we made it on pretty soon after that. It is I did enjoy it. I have to still give the edge to Orlando, to Walt Disney World. I like the original theming of the Space Mountain in Walt Disney World, but that might just be because I'm not a huge Star Wars fan. It's louder, that one, but it is a very similar ride. You get to sit next to each other on that one, but it's very similar. In the dark, stars, but this one there's like Star Wars music, Star Wars things going on, and sort of lasers, lightsabers flying around you, things like that. But very similar. But I think Dean gives the edge to this one, I give the edge to Orlando. But keeping with the Star Wars themed, we have just got a Lightning Lane for Rise of the Resistance. That's exciting. I've been waiting to ride this ride for so long. Huh?
We're there.
Select.
Thank you, citizen. Well, aren't you clever? Citizens, we have been ordered to reposition and are leaving this area. Keep it moving.
She did.
Have you pledged your support to the First Order?
She hasn't. I did.
You shouldn't have to think about it.
She's been
There is
thinking about it all
resistance
day.
activity here. Have you seen anything suspicious?
Her.
Have you seen resistance activity here? Very well. Move along.
They're walking away.
I'm keeping my eye on you.
I have a question. Can I take a picture?
Sorry, not while we're on patrol. You enjoy your day now.
He's always there. First information second.
Carry on, Sarah.
What's that? What's that?
Please report back to IGS cockpit.
Should we be in flight prep? Recruits, thank you for joining the cause. A covert resistance team led by my friend Finn has infiltrated a First Order Star Destroyer that is now headed to this system. Your outpost on Batuu is no longer safe. We have transports waiting to take you to General Organa's secret base on Pucara. I'll regroup with you there. The Resistance desperately needs your help in our fight. Recruits crossing to transport.
Initiate pre-flight sequence on Deck 3 for Pucara.
the jump.
Be ready, you won't have much time.
Where are all those TIE fighters coming from?
This ship is hereby seized under the authority of the First Order. Your flight crew will be detained on board to account for their recent actions, and all passengers will disembark immediately. Organize yourselves and clear out.
We actually went somewhere.
Side by side. How many do you have here? 2. Stand here on blue. How many do you have? 2. Join them on blue. How many? 2. 2 on red. 2 on red as well.
Leave us.
Yes, General.
Enemies of the First Order. We will soon snuff out your meager resistance. You chose the wrong side, and now you will pay. The Resistance prisoners.
You have what I want. You know the location of the secret base, and I will take it from you.
We are needed on the bridge.
Keep the prisoners here. I will return to finish this personally.
Transport train orders on the right. Let's go.
Walking now turns to be late. Alright, recruits, if you have anything on your head, pick them up.
I should hope so. Great job, recruits. Thanks to your heroism, the location of the Resistance base is secure. Bravo! Yes, R5, you too.
Oh my god. I don't even know what to say about what we just experienced, and that's the only word for it, is that it is an experience. It's not a ride. It is a ride, but it's so much more than a ride. I have never been so immersed in a different world in all my life, and I'm not even a huge Star Wars fan. I can't remember the last Star Wars film that I saw, but I can follow what the general idea is, and I can still be fully immersed in what's happening around me. And I was in space somewhere, fighting in the Star Wars. It's unbelievable. If that is the future of theme park rides, then my god. Dean, any thoughts?
Yeah, it was amazing. I loved it when the lightsaber came out.
Yeah, like when Kylo Ren's chasing you down and he's sticking his lightsaber through the metal and burning his way through, and unreal, so good. I can't even imagine what that is like if you're a big Star Wars fan. I am jealous of the really big Star Wars fans that they have this to come and escape to. My god, so good. There's no other way. I can't really describe it. It was just so good. Well, we are sat having a little chill out session in Batu, by the little marketplace in Batu. Actually, I think it's the restaurant. I can't remember what it's called now. We do have a lightning lane for Smuggler's Run, but we're just having a bit of a chill out before we go and do it. It is hot. It's 3 o'clock in the afternoon, so you know it's that midday heat, and also it is busy in this park today. A lot of crowds, a lot of people, so when you're in that heat, it can feel a bit overwhelming. So we've just kept taking it slow. We're going to wait until, obviously we've got all evening here, so We're not rushing around. We're going to go do Smuggler's Run, and then we might come back into Batu, try and do Rise of the Resistance again because I did absolutely love it. So might try and do that again and try and get some sort of videos around Batu because the whole area is completely immersive, down to the fact that it's not really playing music, it's just playing bird sound, and it's just it is incredible. It is incredible. I have been to Galaxy's Edge, you know, Hollywood Studios, Walt Disney World, but not whilst Rise of the Resistance was open. It hadn't been built yet, so yeah, we're just enjoying being immersed in a different planet.
The first order, excellent.
We're not authorized to pick up the cargo.
Picking up the cargo, good, good.
They've accused us of stealing.
Well, see, now you're breaking up. I cannot hear you. What? I don't. Oh, unfortunate technical difficulty. Boring conversation.
One of the engines blew up again.
We'll talk later. Pilot on the left. Move your stick to fly right and left. I was just about to say that. Pilot on the right. Pull back on the stick to fly out. And push forward to fly down. Weapons are online.
Oh my god.
Left pilot, in the goosebumps. Now let's go get that coaxium. Right pilot, make the route the train. Engineers, reel us closer. Oh, so close. Keep reeling. So close.
So just as an example of the immersiveness, the Millennium Falcon, I missed it on camera, just like started making all these noises, steam coming out of it, it's revving its engines, and then it just sort of quietens back down. It's a bit quieter out here now. When we first came in here, it was so busy around the front you couldn't have posed for a picture or anything, but I think I might get Dean to take my picture. Have had one. Well, we have just left Galaxy's Edge, Batu, and next up we have a ride on the wildest ride in the wilderness, Big Thunder Mountain. An absolute Disney classic that you cannot not love. Let's get riding. So we're in quite a long queue for the lightning lane. I have to be honest, it feels like this is a bit of a theme, that the lightning lane really isn't like lightning. It's happened a few times, hasn't it, Dean?
That's the
you
way
do always, yeah, you do always have to wait at least 10 minutes even in the lightning lane, but this one has got a huge queue even just to scan your pass.
What did you say?
Su seguridad, permanezca sentado y mantenga su
sus manos, brazos, pies y demás.
The wildest ride in the wilderness. Is it the wildest ride in the wilderness, Dean?
It's at the back, yeah.
Well, we had a fun ride on Big Thunder Mountain. We did wait about 20 minutes in total for it, even with Lightning Lane. But you can't not have fun on Big Thunder Mountain. I think we're going to try and re-ride it again before the end of the day and try and get back row. But yeah, we love it. It's a classic. They're all pretty much the same as each other. That one had some quite cool dynamite effects though. But yeah, we had a ball. As always, on Big Thunder Mountain. So another absolute classic ride, Pirates of the Caribbean, unfortunately is closed for refurbishment. So we won't get to ride that this trip, which is a shame because it's one of my favourites. But we're headed now towards Haunted Mansion, if we can find it. Look how cool these little streets are all around by Pirates of the Caribbean. So, starting to feel a bit hungry. It is 4:30. We are craving something for dinner. So we passed by French Market, looked on the app at the menu, and looks like it's got things that are up our street. So we have a Lightning Lane for Haunted Mansion. So we've done a mobile order. We've got a 40-minute window to go and collect that. Whilst they're getting that ready, we're going to do Lightning Lane on Haunted Mansion and then go back and pick up our order. So I do highly recommend the mobile food ordering app because it means that we can go and do a ride while someone prepares our food and then just go and pick it up.
Or is it your imagination? And consider this dismaying observation. This chamber has no windows and no doors. Which offers you this chilling challenge to find a way out. Of course, there's always my way.
So, job done, another ride on a classic, Disney classic, The Haunted Mansion. And whilst we've been having fun on there, someone in French Market restaurant has been getting our food ready. So we're just walking back over there. It's only like literally about 30 seconds away. We'll walk up back over there, head back on the app, tap, I'm here, and they'll get it all out ready for us to pick up. I am enjoying that mobile ordering system. Yeah, I recommend it if you come into Disney at any time soon. Use the mobile order. they've definitely made things a lot easier by introducing that.
Don't worry though, we're only about 15 feet away. Yeah, we are. That's no trouble at all. Super easy. As we pass that statue, I want to see an elephant looking for its contact lenses. And do make sure that little one is fully seated on his bottom there. On your bottom, that's why your bottom. Right, Bertha? Yeah. Bertha's been in that shower a while from all the wrinkles. Let that be a lesson, folks. Never stay in the shower too long. No, that is not your home. Talk about this falling. That is not your hut. Look at these into the car. They left the lights on. I'll tell you right now, it's never.
So Dean's just been saying that he really wants to go on Splash Mountain, and I was like, no, I don't want to get wet. And he was like, promise me on Friday we'll go on Splash Mountain. And then someone's just come off Splash Mountain, this guy in front with the jeans and striped top on, who is so wet, the only patch of dry on him is on the back of his cloth. Honestly, you can go on Splash Mountain on your own.
Dry off in like 5 minutes.
I am so tempted by the bag that matches. That's the Spirit jersey I bought yesterday. That's the matching bag. I'm so tempted, but it's $110. $110 for a bag that I won't use very often at all. I only really use the one that I've got when I'm in a Disney park, which is a lot less frequent than for my liking. They also do ears that are supposed to match, but the blue isn't quite right for me. I don't know. Doesn't quite look right to me. Okay, so just to fill you in on what we've been up to, what did we do? We ate food, went on Jungle Cruise, went on Space Mountain again, had a really good ride on that, and then we were around by the castle taking pictures and stuff in the golden hour light, and now we're headed back to Galaxy's Edge because we've got a lightning lane for Rise of the Resistance, but it's not for another 20 minutes, so we're just going to go in, get immersed in the land, and wait for our lightning lane. We also learned that the Fantasmic Show that they have here this evening is not like in Walt Disney World, so there's no like arena, it's literally just a show around the little lake that they have, so it's another case of stand and wait, sort of like it was for World of Colour. So not sure if we're going to do that this evening or whether we're going to use the time to ride different rides and then see the electric light parade and the fireworks instead. I have seen Fantasmic a lot of times. I've not seen the fireworks here though, or I've not seen the electric light parade for years because it got stopped, and they've brought it back to Disneyland for like a 50th anniversary. So I'd prioritise the fireworks and the electric light parade over Fantasmic anyway. If we get to see it without standing around for hours, then that's fine, but people have been sat around that lake since 7 and it doesn't even start till 9. So there is another showing at 10:30 though, so maybe we'll see how we feel, but it's not the priority. Well, we have given up on Rise of the Resistance. It went down, we gave it a few minutes, they kept changing our lightning lane for a different time, a later and later and later time each time, so we've given up. Instead we're going to go and get a spot for the electric light parade, and watch that instead. Maybe head back later, do it later on. We've also got a lightning lane for, I know you can't see a single thing, but I'll keep talking. We've also got a lightning lane for Big Thunder Mountain for later, because it will now let us have 2, because that one should have expired, but it hasn't because the ride was shut. So yeah, we're also just enjoying Batu at night time. It's really cool.
Just imagine, if you were standing right here over 60 years ago, you'd be standing in the middle of an orange grove. One visionary man stood right where you are now, but instead of orange trees, he envisioned a magic kingdom. This man's name was Walt Disney, and his dream would be called Disneyland.
It's been said, as long as there's imagination left in the world, Disneyland will never be complete.
Imagination? We got a lot of that around here. Right, Tinkerbell? Atta girl, Tink. Sprinkle your pixie dust. Let's show them just how magical this place can be. Come on, everybody. Here we go.
Where you can dream aloud, your heart will follow. We believe no fantasy. You will carry us away, carry us
will feel forever young. And the magic, as Walt assured us, will never end.
Just think, all of this is yours. Forever.
come on and live the magic.
Well, I know you can't see me very well at all. This camera does not do well at night time. We have enjoyed the Disneyland Forever fireworks. They were brilliant. They didn't make me emotional, which the Happily Ever After fireworks always did. They've gone now. I haven't seen the new ones over at Walt Disney World. Those ones, they were amazing. Disney fireworks always are, but I didn't get that like nostalgic emotional feeling. we've just had a nighttime ride on Big Thunder Mountain. There was no point in filming. I have got some footage from today. Can't see. But it's just too dark. But we were back row, weren't we? And it was definitely the wildest ride in the wilderness on the back row. And now we're going to head back to Rise of the Resistance and see if we can get on it. Is it still closed?
It's closed all night now.
Closed all night now. Right. So there is no Rise of the Resistance. So we'll have a look on the Genie Plus and see what else we can get Lightning Lane for, or how long the queues are in general. And we'll let you know. But no Rise of the Resistance. We've done it once today. Hopefully we can do it again on Thursday.
Giving me level 1 high fives. Now level 0 is just the hall, not that. But level 0.
Well, we were struggling to find something that we wanted to ride that wasn't a silly amount of weight. So instead, we've come to Main Street, which to me is an attraction in itself. We are looking at some sweets, Rice Krispie treats, or do I get a chocolate one? Or birthday cake one? Oh god, that's difficult decisions, that. What's this one? Is this a huge one? It's like iced like Baby Yoda. Oh, this is not the shop to come into. Got birthday cake chocolate. Peanut butter and banana. Oh dear, we should not have stepped foot in here.
What are these?
Look at this confetti popcorn. It's all multicoloured. Every flavour of popcorn you could ever imagine. Caramel and chocolate sea salt. Churro flavoured popcorn.
What have you got there?
Birthday cake Rice Krispie treat.
It's not your birthday.
It was the other day, 2 days ago. So, just walking my spot. Ready for the
What are you waiting for?
The electric light parade.
Excited?
On Main Street, yeah. I just like Main Street at night time. It's just throwback the electrical light paraders. Don't think he even enjoyed himself very much, did you? But I got right into it. Kind of like It's a Small World. I remember being in love with that parade when I was little. So we're going to have a little mooch through the shops on Main Street on our way out. It is like 11:20, park closed at midnight anyway, and we're back in early in the morning to DCA, so we need to get home and get to bed. So some of the Walt Disney World 50th celebration merchandise is available at Disneyland. These are pretty cool. Space Mountain mini ears. I think they've done them after every like original opening day ride, because all those rides are obviously 50 years old as well, I think. But I want ears that are themed on Disneyland, not Disney World. These are the only ones I've seen so far that are sort of Disneyland themed, but they're not. I like them, I don't love them currently. I've absolutely fell in love with this mug. It's just got monorails on it, and please stand clear of the doors. Por favor, manténgase. And then it says it in Spanish because that's what the guy says. That has tickled me. Bye, Minnie! So far, leaving is definitely more efficient than leaving Magic Kingdom. No monorail, no ferry. We've just got a bit of a wait for the tram back to the car park, but I think there's a tram leaving, there'll be people getting on the tram in front of us, and then it'll be our tram. Yeah, much easier than getting out of Magic Kingdom. Okay, so I'm going to finish up today's vlog here. Another long Disney day, 12 hours pretty much in total. I think we went in at 11:30, left at 11:30. So another long day. We did 15 hours yesterday, so we're not quite as long as that. But a great day nonetheless. The Disneyland park definitely felt busier. It felt hotter as well today. I did struggle a little bit between sort of 1 and 3. I don't know whether it's because maybe the sort of walkways are narrower, so you feel it a bit more. I'm not sure what it is, or whether it is just in general a busier park because it's the one with the castle and things like that. I don't know, but it felt busier today. Tomorrow we can only do half a day back over in DCA, so I think we're planning to get there for a round opening, do a few hours, and then we leave to go and do that thing that we had to rebook. So tune into tomorrow's vlog to find out what that is. And if you enjoyed today's video, then give us a like. You can subscribe so that you don't miss the next vlog to find out what we're up to tomorrow. And thanks for watching, guys. Good night.